the final moments, lions approach the hunter's bait. And a male becomes another hunting trophy. Importing the heads and body parts as trophies of species like buffalo, lion, giraffe and elephant remains perfectly legal, despite successive governments promising to ban it again and again. But glossy adverts promote hunting of even more endangered species, including cheetah, Africa's rarest big cat. Just 6,500 are left in the wild. A kill for as little as £2,600, all quite legal and above board. And an insight into all this, wounded game which is not recovered is considered as hunted and is subject to the payment of the listed trophy fee. Tonight, Channel 4 News can reveal importation documents which show at least 2 dead cheetahs came into the UK in recent years during the previous government. All of it above board.
The most endangered big cat in Africa, a cat that is so endangered that even American trophy hunters aren't allowed to bring their bodies back, and yet British government officials are issuing import permits to British hunters to bring the bodies and body parts of cheetahs back into Britain.
Successive UK governments have now made manifesto promises to ban trophy imports. The years go by, it never quite happens.
From Jeremy Corbyn on the left to Lee Anderson on the right, there's support. The office that takes parliamentary questions from MPs says they won't take any more on this issue because they're inundated. There's yet another private bill going through the Houses, which will of course get nowhere. So it's fair to say that this government is under pressure to ban trophy imports in a way no other government has been until now.
So will this government keep its manifesto promise to ban trophy imports?
Well, I think we've made it very clear that we're going to bring in a ban because it was in our manifesto. So we have made a firm commitment to bring in a ban on the import of trophy
So did the
hunters.
Tories. Nothing
yes,
happened.
But we are determined to deliver it. It's my responsibility to deliver this manifesto commitment, which is why I need to ensure that the legislation is good enough to get through Parliament.
So would the current government licence importing a cheetah even though it is legal?
Well, I mean, it's absolutely shocking that species like cheetahs are coming in, and one of the things we're very concerned about is the impact on endangered species. What we're looking, as I said earlier, is the best way to move forward on this, and I'm happy to consider all suggestions on that, which is why I'm discussing it with different groups of people.
However, some argue, paradoxically, that trophy hunting actually conserves species.
I strongly dislike the idea of trophy hunting, but I recognise that in order for wildlife, particularly large, dangerous species, to exist, there needs to be incentives for local landowners to maintain that presence. And just particularly in areas where phototourism isn't viable, often trophy hunting offers that economic incentive for people to maintain wildlife.
Some scientists insist that paradoxically, shooting these animals for trophies is the best way of conserving them. What's wrong with that argument as you see it?
Well, the IUCN Red List, which is the study of endangered species and how they're faring, says that trophy hunting is affecting species like lions. As recently as the 1970s, there were 200,000 lions. Today, there's maybe 20,000. And lion populations have been falling throughout Africa, except in countries like Kenya, where trophy hunting is banned. And lion populations have risen by 25% in the past decade.
And Africa itself seems split. 6 southern African countries oppose the UK's promised ban because they say controlled trophy hunting maintains animal numbers. But 3/4 of nations across the continent don't allow it.
I hate the idea of trophy hunting. The landowner does it so they can have revenue and keep species like cheetahs and their prey and their wild habitat there. We know that we need to maintain wild spaces. We know we need to maintain wild prey and species like cheetahs. And if it takes small amounts of trophy hunting to do that, then I think perhaps we have to be more tolerant to these kinds of approaches and think about being led by evidence, not just the emotions that it stirs within us.
UK politicians have now been wrestling with this debate for well over a decade. But as things stand, another government seems keen to promise, less able to deliver.